Now it's time for I Challenge You 5Ds, the show that goes to show that while technology may be powerful, it's how it's used that can lift us up. Grab a synchro and jump on your duel runner because it's time to open packs, build decks with our pulls, and send our bots into all new forms of mechanized melee. We're hitting the road running this season with wild new blessings, even tougher challenges, and a ban list made to hit the gas on this format. So without further ado, let's rev it up. And welcome back, kings, queens, and monarchs of every element, to I Challenge You, Yu-Gi-Oh! It is time for the greatest series in Yu-Gi-Oh! History, the greatest era of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game. It is time for 5Ds! That's right, we are coming at you with new packs, new cards, new ban lists, new items on both of our wheels. And speaking of chat, say hi to YouTube, because it is time to spin the very first wheel. I want to let you know, I've got some really cool things on this wheel. This wheel, this season, is focused a little bit more on some side benefits that you get. There's still free stuff on here, some bonuses that we can get, but we've got more things like extra things I can do with my deck for the episode, bonus chances to beat a deck so that I can run more jank, and other forms of bonus that isn't necessarily just getting free stuff. There's a lot of cool things. There's also a lot of cool free stuff on here. Let's see if we can get something new on the wheel for the new series Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. Wait, this isn't Yu-Gi-Oh! Whatever. All right, let's spin that wheel. All right, what are we going to get? Can we get something new? No, we are on Multiply again this week. That's okay. I am very happy with Multiply. This is an episode in which I am going to want to see some multiples. So let's get to pack opening. Here we are, the beginning of 5Ds. It's time to get our duel runners oiled up, revved up. It's time to duel. The Duelist Genesis. One of the greatest packs in Yu-Gi-Oh's history. This pack basically started Yu-Gi-Oh! As we know it. All right, what can we get in our first pack? We've got Dr. Cranium is not a bad card for this episode, especially in combination with Telepathic Power. This is basically Michizure, but it allows us to gain life points. Borgerbot will be very good at using that card. Shield Warrior, also pretty solid during damage calculation in either player's turn. You can banish this card from the graveyard. Monsters you control can't be destroyed by this battle. Not bad. Zoom out just a little bit. Oh god, now there's no good place for me to put the cards. Power Filter Super Rare. Oh god, that's a Gladiator Beast quest. Gladiator Beasts were a big theme for us in Season 2. Recycling batteries also kind of cool, although I don't think it becomes particularly relevant until we get Hunters. People are saying Power Filter is pretty strong. Neither player can special summon monsters with 1,000 or less attack. Okay, I can see that coming up. Herald of Orange Light is very funny, and I don't think Borgerbot can be trusted with it. Oh, Psy Station is really sick for sealed. When a psychic type monster is normal summoned, you can pay 500 life points to increase its level by 1 and its attack by 300. Kinda sick. All right, pack number 3, Cyber Shark Secret Rare. Quillbolt Hedgehog is sick. I'm a big fan of Quillbolt Hedgehog, as am I with Jutei Fighter. Jutei Fighter is just kind of like bad Tsukiyomi, but is also a tuner. That's sick. Graceful Revival is also a great special summoning tool in the vein of Call of the Haunted. A second Graceful Revival. We will certainly take it, and there he is, the boy himself, Krebens. I would love to see 3 copies of this card. This card is so good in sealed. A level 2 tuner. Pay 800 to negate an attack. Very, very good card. Book of Eclipse also solid, although I cannot imagine the bot will understand how to use that card. Domino Effect is also kind of funny. If you've seen the Sealed Showdown episode around Duelist Pack Yusei Fudo, and you should, this card can be very good. The Duelist Genesis Season 6. Oh, is that an emergency teleport? I was just saying words. Nothing that I was saying was making sense up until then. An emergency teleport is fantastic. Handcuffs Dragon is also a pretty tough card for the AI to mess up when it's destroyed by battle with an opponent's attacking monster. And sent to the graveyard, you can equip it to that monster, and that monster loses 1800. Pretty cool. Oh, also when it's destroyed, you could just special summon Handcuffs Dragon back. Actually, a pretty cool build around for I Challenge You. Maiden of the Macabre is a pretty cute spellcaster type monster. Just keeps gaining attack over time. If we make a spellcaster themed deck, this card is going to be very good in it. And hey, a second Krebens is great. Also, is that the snail? The snail. There's a Gladiator Beast War Chariot at super rare. Not exactly the holo we're looking for out of the first third of our pack. Mindmaster is an incredibly dangerous card that I don't think we can allow the AI to have. Another Herald of the Orange Light. We love to see it. And there's our third Psy Station. Things are going great so far, but can we see a synchro? There's another Handcuffs Dragon. Again, this is a great build around. There's our second Psychic Snail too. Love to see it. Love to see it. Sinister Sprocket. What is with these super rares? About halfway through the pack so far, and it's been all right. Our common and rare luck has actually been pretty darn solid. We just want to see some good ultra rare luck. It's not exactly the one I was thinking about. Again, the references to Sealed Showdown, Duelist Pack, Yusei Fudo are flying off the hook today, but unfortunately this is not a particularly playable card for us yet. Big Piece Golem's an alright card. It's a normal summonable 21. Not bad. Super rare luck. What is going on with all these super rares that I can't use? They're so bad. They're so bad. I suppose Counselor Lily is a fairy type tuner and an earth monster, so she is summonable by Giant Rat. Fighting Spirit. Fighting Spirit is an incredibly good rare. I would love to see more copies of that. And we are now full up on Telepathic Power. We are now full up on Psychic Snail. All right. Psychic Overload and a copy of Krebens. Not terrible. That's actually a pretty good card, although I think I don't know what we did with Pot of Avarice on the ban list. We'll have to see. But this card is basically Pot of Avarice for Psychics, and that's not terrible. Third Krebens is great to see. The selection can also be very, very good as a side deck card. Nope. Mind Over Matter is also pretty cool, although I'm not sure that we can trust the bot with an Omni Negate? Huh. Alright, last pack of the Duelist Genesis. A third Graceful Revival is alright. Okay, we didn't get a single playable Synchro monster out of this set, so our Multiply is going to be interesting to use this time around, but we love to see Graceful Revival. Our basic utility stuff and main deck have been phenomenal this episode, so we are A-okay. Crossroads of Chaos time. Let's see if we can get some white monsters out of this one. Probably a few synchros are in here because there are a lot of them at rare, which is nice about this set. All right, here we go. Starting off with Stormcaller. This is a pretty decent payoff for Psychics. You could put your opponent's monsters that are destroyed by battle with other Psychic-type monsters on top of their deck instead of sending them to the graveyard. And when this card is destroyed by a card effect, we take damage equal to its attack. So that's not great, but the first effect is pretty good, and it's an easy summon off of Teleport, not Emergency Teleport. Pack number 2 is going to give us Iron Chain Repairman. Unironically, one of the best cards that we can get. I would actually love to see 3 copies of this card. Psychic Jumper as another Psychic monster is awesome. I think the bot is going to select the monster with the highest attack on the field, but I genuinely don't know if the bot is coded for creature swap effects. Oh, let's go! It's Iron Chain Dragon. We wanted to see at least one of those. Let's also see a Psychic Life Trancer. Also, is that a White Stone of Legend? The Blue Eyes deck continues to improve. Oh, also Teleport. Teleport is great. If your opponent controls a monster and you control no monsters, you can pay 100 life points to special summon a psychic from your hand. Not bad. There's a Cactus Fighter. Cactus Fighter's kind of cute. It's a 1900. If it destroys a monster, it gives your opponent a needle token, which is not ideal, but there are some ways that that can be messed with. But more importantly, Gigantic Cephalotus is an 1850 that every time it destroys a plant monster, or every time a plant monster is sent to the graveyard, it gains 200 attack. Pretty cool. Mosaic Manticore. There's a card. And Paralyzing Chain is not great. There's a Gozen match for us to do some deeply unfun things. There's a Turbo Synchron, not exactly the Synchron we were hoping for, but, you know, it is a level 1 tuner, and it's got kind of a cool effect. When it declares an attack, you can change the attack target to defense position. It's never going to declare an attack. Never mind. That is terrible for this series. Another Paralyzing Chains. Unfortunately, the rares in this set are spectacular, and for the most part, we're not getting the good ones. Jade Knight is very good. Hanewada, what is with my super rares this episode? They're terrible. Morphtronic Accelerator is very cool if I can get 3 of it. There's a third teleport. Second Gozen match is Gozen match. Oh no, not another Paralyzing Chain. All right, about halfway through, I would love to not see any more copies of Paralyzing Chain. That's basically my only ask from the rest of this opening. Okay, you know, ask and you shall receive, I suppose. There's the World Tree. Very, very good in plants. We've got some solid plants to work with. And this card is real good in it. Yo, wait! Hold up! Hold up! Wait a second. Hold up. We can summon this card, right? We've got Turbo Synchron. Are we ever going to summon it? I don't think so, but we can, and that's what's important. Revived King Hades. Oh no. Oh no, we can't summon this without Plague Spreader. That being said, Miracle Fertilizer is basically the best rare in this set, so I will take it. Knight's End Sorcerer is a very cute tuner. We're getting so many good tuners and nothing to summon with them. Yo, there's a second Iron Chain Dragon and one of the coolest psychic type monsters out there. Overdrive Teleporter. You can pay 2,000 life points to special summon 2 level 3 psychic types from your deck. Very interesting card. All right, 4 more packs of Crossroads of Chaos. Let's just fill out some of those rares. Or I could get another Knight's End Sorcerer. Prideful Roar is a sick card. If your monster battles an opponent's monster with higher attack, pay life points equal to the difference in the attack. Your monster gains attack equal to that difference plus 300. This card is phenomenal. It's just very good. And because of the particular way that it's written, it's very hard for the bot to mess up. Urgent Tuning. Another just deeply garbage super rare. Tiger Dragon's kind of cute. If you tribute summon it by tributing a dragon monster, you can target 2 set cards in your opponent's spell trap zone, destroy those targets. Not bad. Oh, that was my last pack. Holy shit, I was not paying attention. Wow, not terrible. My Crossroads of Chaos opening has not been very good in the being a Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D set direction. I suppose I got Turbo Warrior and Turbo Synchron, so that'll kind of do the trick. I'm really holding off with the Warriors for when I might be able to get Quick Draw Synchron. So we'll be keeping up our attention for that. But for now, we have some cooking to do. I will see you all in deck build. And it's time now for me to choose my multiplication. I think the choice for the Duelist Genesis is easy. Probably the best spell card that set has to offer is Emergency Teleport. We're going to take an extra copy of that, especially now that we have 2 copies of Iron Chain Dragon. Krebens is just a vastly better card than it would have been otherwise, and it's a potential piece of tribute fodder, even if we aren't going to be using it for a synchro summon. Just a phenomenal card for us to get. And then for Crossroads of Chaos, it took a lot of discussion to figure it out. But I think that Miracle Fertilizer is honestly the best take. We have Battle Tricks to some extent, but Miracle Fertilizer is a type of revival that I don't think we're ever going to get again. Just repeatable from graveyard summons. And I like how that sounds. Let's take the Miracle Fertilizer, let's take the E-Telly, and let's get to deck build. Our first opponent is a formidable one. This is a deck featuring one of my favorite themes of monsters ever, the Koa'ki Merus, featuring Junior Journey staple Koa'ki Meru Rooklord and Junior what's it called? And Junior Blackluster Soldier Koa'ki Meru Bergzak, a card that's got 2000 attack and can attack twice. It's also got War Arms, which can equip warriors from the graveyard to itself so long as they are level 3 or lower, and a slew of level 3 or lower warrior monsters. And then backed up by some of the most nonsense attack gain spells in the world: Core Overclock, Solidarity, Battle Guard Rage, and of course the most obnoxious battle trap in the world, Battle Guard Howling. This is going to be a tough deck to contend with. We're going to have to deal with the back row summarily, and therefore we have brought to the table Plant, Psychic, whatever. See, I had to start off 5Ds with our most 5Ds deck, and I think there are like 3 monsters in this entire deck that aren't from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, and 2 of them are named Giant Rat. I'm really excited for this deck. Basically what it is it uses our Psychics with the card Telepathic Power, which is basically Michizure plus a life gain effect. In addition, it also uses Draining Shields to get us some life back to deal with some of those big attack monsters. Elemental Absorber is a card that basically lets us banish an Earth monster from our hand to stop the opponent's Earth monsters in their tracks. Jete Fighter is a really cool card. It beats most of their monsters in defense position, which is great because Jete Fighter changes their monsters from attack to defense position. It is also a tuner for our Iron Chain Dragons. Speaking of Iron Chain Dragon, we have the very good ability to summon the guy off of Emergency Teleport into Krebins. Emergency Teleport into Krebins is a little less good if we don't have a tribute monster to go with them, but Krebins on its own is good enough that I think that's probably worth the effort. We've got some hateful stuff in here as well, some back row removal, some overworked copies. This allows us to destroy all the monsters on the field with higher attack than their original, which is almost always going to be theirs, and a few copies of Graceful Revival to bring back things like Krebins and Jete Fighter. Let's see how this goes. I asked my chat, who are the masters of faster? And I had to give them team names, all of the 5Ds World Cup. And the enemies that we will be facing today are the Overclocked Cores. 20% of the vote went to that one. 25% of the vote. It is a 1-to-3 ratio because the humble Earthlings, our humble Earth deck, our poor man's Earth deck, is in the lead with 75% of the vote. The fan favorite. Of course, we had to vote for Borgerpot in our first episode of 5Ds. Can't wait to see how it goes. Let the games begin. All right, starting off with a dub in the rock, paper, scissors. Always a good sign for us, even though it means nothing. Starting off with the Diamond Core of Koa'ki Meru, adding War Arms. Let's hope that's what they start with. Diamond Core banishing itself, another Iron Core being activated to add Rooklord. The good news about this is that they are just using up all their Iron Cores. Are they going to destroy it? Yes, but the Diamond Core successfully blocks it out. We've got a back row face down, and it doesn't appear to be the Elemental Absorber. Is it the Michizure Psychic card? They're going to use the Bergzak. We're going to summon Dr. Cranium in attack position off of the Rat. We're going to use the Dr. Cranium. That is not what the back row is. Okay, I have no idea what that back row is. They're going to use Dododo Buster. Dododo Buster is going to die. Bergzak is going to successfully hit the right option to not destroy itself. They will activate Battle Guard Rage. This is a good time for that to happen because it's a time when we aren't going to get ourselves owned. Overworked, however, will make easy work of that Koa'ki Meru Bergzak. They're going to summon another War Arms. Oh, and there's the Telepathic Power. I would have expected Telepathic Power to go off last turn, but maybe I had to choose between Dr. Cranium and the Telepathic Power, and now we're the ones with the 1900 attack point monster. This is going to be a short-lived victory, though, because they do have the Bergzak in hand. Bergzak attacks once, Bergzak attacks twice. Will they choose to destroy it during the end phase? They destroyed it! Let's go! The 50-50 went in our direction! Nobleman of Crossout, get that Dust Tornado out of here. Let's see what we're going to summon. Jitte Fighter for no effect. Great. Hopefully that's a Draining Shield face down, though, because if it's a Draining Shield, it's a Dust Tornado. Okay. Zubaba Knight is a beatable card. We have several 1900 attack point monsters, and so we can beat it. Let's see if we're going to... Nope, we're going to set a monster face down. There's the Elemental Absorber, though, banishing Cyber Gymnast, meaning they will not be able to attack with Earth monsters, which just so happens to be their entire lineup. Now we just kind of have to wait out that War Arms and see if we can find a 1900 attack point monster to attack with. Telekinetic Shocker will be fine. Yo, there's the Iron Chain Dragon, the first synchro summon of the 5Ds era. Let's go. This card is going to be very good against specifically... Oh, no. Forgot about the Rook Lord. I forgot about Rook Lord. That hurt. That definitely hurt. Let's see what we can do in game 2. Starting off on the play, we're going to normal summon Jitte Fighter for no effect. We hate to see it. They're going to summon the Dododo Buster. We're going to Dust Tornado away. Okay, Starlight Road Hot Take is a great hit off of Dust Tornado because it deals with the overworked. Twister is going to chain, because sure, why not? Okay, this deck has a lot of weird nombos to it. Cyber Gymnast in attack position. What's the worst that could happen? Also, we don't have an attack blocker face down. We've already established this. Oh, they have the Bergzak. Oh, no, not the Bergzak. The Bergzak is real bad. They're going to destroy the Bergzak. Okay, we've got a little bit more life left in us as long as we don't get hit twice in a row by more monsters. Dododo Buster is fucking huge. I've noticed that we have not activated Solidarity once, by the way, this match. We're going to keep setting back row. Our back row hasn't stopped them from attacking. Please stop this. Oh, the Draining Shield. Draining Shield one time. Draining Shield just one time. Okay, all right. Let's summon ourselves a 1900 attack point monster. That is no such thing, unfortunately. They're going to get the War Arms. That's not ideal, but we can overwork it away. That's fine. They're going to attack with Dododo Buster. It's the Jitte Fighter. I have no idea what causes Dododo Buster to destroy itself. Is it just attacking directly? It's inflicting battle damage. Okay, there's Core Overclock. Do they have the normal summon? They have the normal summonable Zubaba Knight, which is enough to beat us. We got cooked. Oh boy, that went very, very poorly. Oh no. Well, that's going to be a very back to the drawing board situation. Wow, Gigaplant. Sorry, I fucked that up. Wow, LeoPowerTool's deck really messed us up, didn't it? We got absolutely dumpstered, but also kind of in part due to our own deck. The Dr. Craniums didn't really accomplish anything. The Jitte Fighters really didn't accomplish anything. And what we kept longing for was more big monsters. And so here we are with more big monsters. Starting off with Gigaplant, a tribute summon that we can use to summon any of our plant monsters from the graveyard. This includes our 3 copies of Puppet Plant, which we can discard to take their monster for a turn, which I hear is pretty good. 2 Cactus Fighters, which is just a 1900 guy. I don't like that it gives them a token, but ultimately I think that's probably fine. 2 Mystic Tomatoes, which is our last plant, which gets us into our Psychic lineup. It's just the triple Krebens and the triple Psychic Snail. Psychic Snail is a big dude, and Krebens is also a dude. We could have run pretty much anything in the position of Psychic Snail, but it's just kind of our beefiest guy at the moment. Next, we have 2 Gigantus, 1 Big Piece Golem, a 2100 normal summonable. We've got double Cyber Prima, a card I keep forgetting we have to deal with face-up spell cards. She's a tribute summonable that destroys all face-up spell cards. A pretty good deal if you ask me. 1 Handcuffs Dragon. This card is very, very funny. It equips to an opponent's monster that destroys it, and then makes that monster 1800 less, and then summons itself from the graveyard if that monster dies, which is sick. Courtesy of the new ban list, which does not include all of my 1900 vanillas except for Gladiator Beast, and all 2 Gemini Elves, which I pulled very early on in the DM era, and 1 Insect Knight, the unmatched battle prowess, which is summonable off of Gigaplant, fun fact, and finally the 1 Cyber Dragon in rotation. For our spell and trap cards, we have double Dust Tornado, double Emergency Teleport, double Ennoblement of Extermination, triple Draining Shield, double Overworked, a Prideful Roar, 2 Graceful Revival to bring back those Krebenses, 1 Nightmare Wheel, this is a card I remembered that we have that can help us not die, and 1 The Selection. This is a very good card that we are much less likely to trigger now that our deck is made up of a bunch of different types of monsters. Hopefully, Borgerbot isn't going to trigger its own selection, and hopefully, Borgerbot can use this to bring us a victory in episode 1. Oh, this one's looking a little bit dire, folks. This is not looking good for us. I asked if the plants can carry us, and it looks like most people think we are gonna get mowed. We'll see. This Koa'ki Meru deck is a hell of a way to start off the season. Let's see if we can overcome, if we can overgrow. Let the games begin. All right, starting off with an L in the rock, paper, scissors. Last time we won rock, paper, scissors, so this is much better for us. Oh, we are on the wrong side. Starting off with the Diamond Core. The Diamond Core is going to get the Koa'ki Meru, and it's going to banish itself for no value. We love to see that. That basically means that any Koa'ki Meru they summon is going to be a 50-50 to donk itself during the end phase. They're going to draw for turn. The Immortal Bushi is going to come back. That does mean that they aren't going to get value out of War Arms, but it does mean that they are going to get themselves a Koa'ki Meru Bergzak, which will get its effect off and will not attack twice. Interesting interaction they've got there. They are going to hit the reveal to not destroy it. Let's see what we get out of this. We're going to summon the unmatched battle prowess and run over the Immortal Bushi. Just get a little bit of damage in there. This is not looking good for our field presence, but again, as long as they... Oh, no! Therian Bull Ein is an unbelievably strong card here, but it killed itself. Bergzak is going to deal a lot of damage. We lost our Overwork. This is not good overall. Will the Bergzak destroy itself? Yes, but it'll take out its equip spell instead. We're going to only set a back row. Please don't normal summon. Please don't normal summon. You know what? If they were going to normal summon, that's probably the best card for it. Prideful Roar is not a great thing to lose with Rook Lord. They are going to hit the Rook Lord's effect. We really, really need to stop them from killing us next turn. Okay, they are going to be able to summon the Zubaba Knight. Zubaba Knight's going to attack into a Mystic Tomato. Mystic Tomato summons another Mystic Tomato. That's okay. If we can run into a Krebens now, that's great. Okay, let's see what we can do with this. Rooklord is going to destroy itself. Okay, and suddenly the board presence is ours. We're going to tribute summon Handcuffs Dragon. Great card in the These Sunk... No way! We got Battle Guard Howling out of the game! Oh, the pain. How is this the lowest deck on the ladder? Game 2. We're going to get him game 2. They got lucky. Kind of. We're going to start with a set 4 pass. That's not an ideal start for us. There's the Dust Tornado. Dust Tornado going to hit Starlight Road. They're going to go Overclock. They're going to go Solidarity, but they also didn't open with a monster. We're on so many monsters. Cactus Fighter is going to be pretty good here. It's a 1900 attack point monster that's just dealing with a blank board. Yo, wait! The Lord might be on our side here. We're going to summon the Krebens. Krebens is going to synchro into Iron Chain Dragon. We're going to Graceful Revival back the Krebens. This is going to maximize the damage and allow us to maintain board presence by way of Krebens. We're going to mill a few. Oh, we hit an Immortal Bushi. Oh, that does not feel good. Immortal Bushi is going to come back, and because we still have the Rook Lord in rotation, they can still get their ability to use Solidarity. Ein is going to summon itself. Ein is going to use its effect immediately to take out a random back row. That's actually kind of a great use of it for us. There's the Draining Shield. Draining Shield kind of okay for us here, but the problem is that Dododo Buster is huge. Nightmare Wheel is going to take out 500 life points. We're going to summon a Gemini Alpha, and we're going to Synchro Summon into a second Iron Chain Dragon. Surely this is not the best use of this card in the world. We're going to switch the first one to defense position. They'll bring back the Immortal Bushi. They're going to Diamond Core of Koa'ki Meru. Oh, we are so fucked. Oh, we are so fucked. Oh, no, we are so unbelievably fuck? That is a 4,000 attack point Bergsack. Oh, God. Wow. Okay, wait. Oh, the diamond core is still in rotation, so the Bergsack protects itself, and that's still not the end of the game. We're going to be able to overwork away the Bergsack. That's great for us. They're going to use the iron core. Iron core stops them from drawing, but they do have the immortal Bushi still. The immortal Bushi is going to prove a major problem for us just because I don't think we have a normal summonable that deals with it. We're going to set a monster. We're going to pass the turn. What are they going to get off the normal summon? They're going to get a Diamond Core. Diamond Core is really good for them because it gets Bergsack. Diamond Core will also protect the Bergsack this turn. Core Overclock is going to use its effect. Bergsack is going to get its effect. We're going to take the 2,000. Bergsack's going to get its effect for nothing. They're going to reveal. That means that we didn't whiff on the destruction. Okay, we just need to summon a guy, destroy the Immortal Bushi, Iron Core back. Doesn't look good for us. If that's a draining shield, we're still in this. If that's a draining shield, we are still in this. We are not still in this. No! I don't know how we beat this deck. What was that? How is this? How is this the bottom deck on Oh, wow. Well, we got our clocks absolutely cleaned this time around. But next episode, we're going to get more packs. And next episode, maybe we can overcome, because it's been true before that we've asked ourselves how we can beat a deck. It's been true before that we've had to face down a single deck many, many, many times. And next episode, we get some really, really good sets, and I look forward to seeing you there. Go forward in humble confidence, my friends, and I will see you the next time. God fucking Jesus, we got dumpstered.